This is the goal of repairing or maintaining a long reach tool that has lost all of its vinyl coating. Looking for vinyl coating, you found it was one of the hardest things to get a hold of. Then I found liquid tape. Liquid tape seems to be doing a very nice job. It looks a little rough, but not so much concerned about looks as functionality. As long as it doesn't damage my customer's vehicle as I'm using it, that's pretty much all I can ask for. I figure once I do this and get a few coats, let it dry, maybe hit it with a little 220 grit sandpaper just to kind of knock the worst of the bumps off of it. I bet it will work gnarly. Tape holds pretty well. It doesn't run, which is, good and bad. You kind of have to keep circling all the way around it to make sure you get all the bare metal. The little brush that comes with it, I'm not really impressed with, but it does what it's supposed to do. I tried using one of my fiance's arts and crafts brushes and pretty well ruined it. It didn't, just not strong enough to work with the rubberized compound that this stuff contains. That's just little dabs, and circling around it to make sure it's coated all the way around. And hopefully, when all is said and done, I'll have another reach tool that is functional and doesn't scar up paint when I'm using it on a customer's car. I've had this one hanging around for a while, that's why I'm using it on this one. If it works just like I want it to do, then I will take it to the one I've got in my van and just do a little touch up on some spots that are cracking and flaking away from repeated bending and flexing of the tool to get to the various places it needs to get to. Continue motion around. Once this dries, give it about 20 minutes. See what it looks like. See if I want to add another coat or not worry about it. Putting it on pretty thick. I mean, I'm not trying to spread it a whole bunch, and I want it to have a decent coat on it. It's gonna have to put up with some flexing and bending, all the things that happens to this particular tool when it's getting used on various vehicles. Flex one way or the other depending on what you're trying to reach for. And this is how, or at least my personal preference, since this one I tried and I'm actually kind of impressed with it. I wish I'd thought of this idea a few months ago and saved myself the expense of buying a new one. However, lessons learned. I now know that I can do this and keep the tool operating pretty well indefinitely. And there it is. Bring it down, get a look at it. And you can see, like I said, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look too bad either. I mean, take a sharp blade or some sandpaper and knock down the little bit of extra bumps and nobules that are on there, and it will probably be a pretty functional idea for anybody who wants to use it in the future. Thank you much.